Good morning. Saturday morning, been on my bike ride and now I'm back. Going to be getting on with 1,000,001 jobs, starting with feeding these hungry beasts. Now, in fact I'm nearly out of food, so not like what I did last time. I need to order that today or tomorrow to get that early part next week. I've got that left, which will take me, depending on how much I feed them today, maybe the rest of today, and then I've probably got enough for Sunday, Monday, maybe Tuesday. Now I don't know, I know I was raving about this stuff, whether to switch back to what I was feeding before. It's hard to get on camera, but there is a slight tinge to the water. Now I know obviously I've got weed issues, but there is just ever so slightly a tinge. I don't know whether the camera will pick it up, but I know there is a tinge, hence obviously because I know what water used to look like before. So I'm now umming and ahhing whether I change back to the food I was on before, but maybe add a sinking variety of food either with it, which is the same type of food which I was on the JPD Shogun, I think. So I don't know, I'm in two minds whether to switch the food up. I mean, fish like it, which is the main thing, but because there's a slight tinge to the water, I'm thinking it's from the food, and I can get round not having the tinge by changing back to the food that didn't give me the tinge before. So I don't know. So it's a tricky one, as we all know, and normally you stick to a food and then that's your food that you feed for however long. So I don't know. It wasn't the cheapest stuff in the world, the Aqua Forte stuff, so it's not like I'm doing it to change to a cheaper food. I'm doing it because my water quality slightly off from where it used to be. I think I did mention not long after I started using it actually there was a slight tinge to the water, so I don't know. It's always a tricky one. I might order a smaller bag of the Shogun and see how we go with that, and see if my water clarity changes, or the tinge or the tint to the water disappears after using that again for a bit. I think my fish will eat anything, so it's not like what I'm chucking in, as long as it's of reasonable quality. So yeah, so I'll have a look on my computer later on tonight, and then order a bag of something. I think probably, as I say, the cheapest option, the easiest option and the cheapest option, rather than chucking fish food away because it ain't cheap, is to order a smaller bag of something else to see how I go for a few weeks with that. Then make a decision that what I'm going to finally feed. And I've just had a quick look on the comments from last week's video, which I've just seen today because I've just got in from my bike ride. A few people saying about weed treatment, trying other various products. Yeah, I've not been too impressed this year with it. The stuff I was using last year, and maybe even the year before, it seemed to knock it on the head straight away, but this year it's sort of struggled a bit. Whether or not it's because a slightly different type of weed, and as someone pointed out, it's not quite as harsh a weed treatment, but if I want to nail it and get it gone, then not have to worry about it. I don't know. Yes. So anyway, standing there waffling all day isn't going to get the jobs done. So first job, I'm going to cut the hedge. Joy oh joy. Second job, I'm then going to attack at making another one of these with the tongue and groove that I've got, and then have an attack over the back there about getting that one sorted as well. But definitely the front one today needs sorting. I need to sort that as well. And then I'm going to have a look at, in fact before I even start building that, I'm going to have a quick look at the drum and skimmer, see what's going on inside there with regards to wood. And I'm going to clean the drum screen as well, and I'll show you what I do and how I do it. And well, I say how I do it, I've only done it once before, but what I use, and then how it's done, and see if that makes a difference. And then I can get me bottom drain and skimmer pump, or the return from the drum, turned back up a bit, see if we can draw a bit more water from the skimmer, get rid of some of this foam on the top. I mean, that always is there. I think I mentioned this before, because my shower's not in the centre, it just creates, for somehow the bubbles keep it over there, and the shower keeps that icebergy foamy stuff in the corner. And I always have a little bit over here as well, but if the skimmer was pulling a bit more, it might get rid of this stuff. So plenty to do today. Standing around chatting to you people, it's not going to get it done, is it? So I'll put this down now and get cutting the hedge. Hey, yeah, should have got that bit taken out really, shouldn't we? Because look at the state of it. Right. Catch you later when I'm cut to smithereens with the thistles and brambles and joy. Anyway, see you later, bye. So before I do that, which is me nozzle attachment thing for me pressure washer, I have a quick look in my drum. Let's turn that off, just to see the state of play. In fact, let me just run a quick clean. The water looks a lot higher than it has been recently. Yeah, the water looks quite a lot higher. I did make a mark last week, and it's above the mark that I made in the green there. But even so, I'm still going to pop over and have a rummage around in there. Then I'm actually going to clean the drum screen. I can see all flies in here now, look. Obviously had a hatch. So yeah, I'm going to hop over, give it a jet out anyway, clean the drum screen, and then I'm still going to jet the pipe, just because I can now and I've got it here. I might as well do it, just so then I know in my head that the pipe is clear, hopefully, as long as it works alright. I've not used it yet. And then hopefully, along with cleaning the drum screen, I'll be good to go and turn my shower up a bit more. But as we saw just then, it looks like it's actually above where it's been anyway. Now, I've got some acid somewhere, or some brick acid stuff, or some, there it is. So that, excuse my mess, that's the stuff that I've used to clean the drum screen. So all I'm going to do is take a bit of this out and paint it on the screen with a paintbrush, which I'll go back and get because I forgot. Now just paint it on the screen with that, and then wash it with the jet wash off. I'm going to empty the drum as well, so there's no water. If any of that's left in the back of in the drum, it's going to be so minimal that it's not going to cause the fish any issues or anything like that. Well, it didn't last time I did it, so I'm just going to do exactly what I did last time. So let's get the old paintbrush. So that's the plan. So we'll see you over in a minute. We're over here in the filter pit. So as per, I've just got all that build up on the waste chute there, so I'm going to get that all out. Still got a ton of larvae in here. There's absolutely tons of it in this corner, all stuck to the side. So I think it might be an idea to go this way, because obviously for the skimmer. There's my skimmer inlet here. So if I can push my hose thing this way through, it'll obviously be jetting all the junk back towards the drum. I think it's 7 meters long, so I might have enough for it to poke out the other side. I don't know, we will find out. And I might use that to have a wiggle around in the drum actually. Yeah, I think I will use that. I'll have a quick look at it now, plug it in and see what it does. I've not even done that. I've just literally, it's been sitting inside when it came the other day. I had a brief 10-second look at it and then carried on being busy with other stuff. So I'll have a look now and I'll turn it on and see what it actually looks like. I know a few people were intrigued to see it as much as I was, so hopefully it works good. Right, let's go and have a look at it. Obviously, I'm not teaching anyone to suck eggs or anything, but pressure washers have different attachments on the gun. I've got a VAX one, so you have to obviously buy the right fitting. I actually got this from eBay to fit in the gun. So there's not a Karcher one wind fit. I think it's a slightly different shape. So that's in. Now, where's the end? Oh, there's the end. So push that. I'm going to do this. Whee! Right, put that down here. So yeah, it works. That was with no power on, that's just the water, tap water pressure through that. So you can see it's got 3 little nozzles that shoot backwards and it's got one that comes out the front. And obviously when I turn the pressure washer on, it will give it a load more zhuzh, as we say. Right, all good so far. I'm going to do this. Yeah, okay. So I'm going to put all of this over there and then I'll just start doing it. Right, put this down, get all that over there, and then we'll be back where I'm going to get soaked. Right, see in a minute. As expected, thoroughly wet. So I've brought out, as you can see, I mean, stuff's everywhere. I've just done the skimmer line. It didn't self-feed, but whether or not that's because I've got too many bends, I don't know. So I just sort of pushed it through as far as I could, probably about 4 meters, and then I just couldn't get it any further, so I don't know what the end of it was hitting. But so far that's what it's pulled through. It's just clumps and absolute clumps of the larvae. And that's just the stuff that's stuck inside the drum there. So I'm going to now take the top of this off and do exactly the same thing, and then hopefully that might bring some more, probably some more larvae things or horrible things everywhere crawling all over me, and maybe the odd bit of extra weed that's growing around the airline pipe. Anyway, so we'll have to do that now. So yeah, but it works alright. And I managed to wangle it inside the drum as well actually, and it's cleared the bits that were hanging off. I've got my hand in, there's nothing, I can't feel anything on the underside of it. So, and again, I just gave that a zhuzh inside here, and as expected obviously it just blew through the drum screen straight in your face, but you know, nothing's ever easy. So yeah, take that off now, and then we'll have, oh, I've left it undone, that's handy. We'll have a bash at getting it down here. Oh my goodness. just a few flies. So hopefully this might work a little bit easier. It's not feeding itself down. It's actually caught there. Not caught, but I can't get it round the bend. There you go. I'm probably going to have to do this two-handed. I'm going to hold the gun on and then feed the thing through the pipe. And then, oh dear, it's brought something up. Look at all that mess. Well, that's good. Start anyway. Right, anyway, we'll put this down, feed it through manually, and then I've actually got a bucket here with some of the junk that I've collected just from the skimmer line and what was in the drum to start with. So, let's see how we go. Alright, let's turn it all back on. Should have put my wellies on as well. So we'll have a look at the bucket of mingingness in a minute. Still got a bit of decent water out there. Don't know whether you can see actually the slight tinge on the water that I mentioned earlier. Let me turn the shower off. It's one of these, I think. That one? Yeah. Yes, I don't know if you can see the tinge. Should have put me... Let me hop out. Get me polarising lens on the camera. I'll be back and put my wellies on. Feet are soaked. It's hard to pick out unless the fish are a little bit down in the water. Definitely a slight tinge to it. You put the Shiro. Anyway, so plenty of water in the drum now. Look at that. So I blasted that way. I might blast the skimmer from that end as well and see how far I can get. Then I'm going to clean the screen. So all I'm going to do is just a bit of this stuff on the screen and then jet it off, and that's it, job done. I'm going to take all the water out of the drum actually, and then do that, jet it, suck it out with me wet and dry hoover thing, and then that'll be it, done. Hopefully that will help. Maybe that could have been part of the issue as well, maybe, with the poor flow. Right, anyway, it's starting to rain now, of course, because I'm outside. It's Saturday. I'll do something with that. Put that there for now. I've noticed as well today a little bit of flashing and a bit of jumping, which is unusual for the fish. Oh, there's some weed there, look at that. So I might if not today, definitely at some point in the next few days. Still a couple of scrapes just to see there was a bit of flash in there. I know the air's off and they don't like the air, just that because it's a change thing, isn't it? Right. Starving. You haven't eaten for like an hour. Yeah, definitely. I'm going to change to a different food, the stuff I was using before, just to get a small bag and just to see what happens to my water with a slight tint to it and see if it disappears. If it doesn't disappear, then obviously it's just to do with my water. But I think the only thing that had changed, obviously I've got some weed, yes, but the food, and I've been feeding a lot, haven't I? But there we go. Anyway, it's absolutely horrible. I need to get this stuff done. I've got electric out here. Anyway, catch you in a minute when hopefully I'm done inside. It's a bit disappointing. I can't seem to get it past the ball valve. As you know, this is what it looks like behind here. I can't get it past there. Doesn't matter how much I wiggle or twist it or turn it, pull it in and out, have it on, have it off. I just can't get it in there. I've been at it 10 minutes. I'm just going to give up now. It did blast a load of muck out this end, so it'll be interesting to see what, if anything, comes out the drum end. Hop over and have a look. So I've just got the skimmer line on at the minute, not the drain. There's a clump. There's a couple of, I don't know if that's picking it up in the light. It's going to go off. Be prepared. No, it's not. The drum's off. Well, that's a semi sort of purge of that line. I'll do the same with the bottom drain, and then get to cleaning. Turn this off. Get to cleaning the drum screen. It's raining. I don't like rain. Yuck. Right. Quick recording, not quick recording. Quick recording, not quick recording. Anyway, so I've just turned the bottom drain on. I don't know if you can see, but I've got about an inch more of water now on the clean side of the drum. There's the line that I drew the other week, and the water is up here now. And the other line's down there, so about an inch more of water. So that's somehow, I don't really know what's come out. I've got my bucket of sloppy slops in the drum there, so hopefully it looks like, I suppose the way to tell would be to turn this up. $82, $90, so that's what I had it on before. 90%. Still going to clean the drum screen. In fact, I am going to give it a zhuzh with the jet wash as well. I'm going to, well, you'll see in a minute. I'll show you what I'm going to do, and then that's that done. But I don't think I'm doing. I've got a workshop. Cut my lid. Still sort of have a bit of a measure up and a mess around out here. I don't really want them with power tools out here with the impending rain, or it is raining. That means I didn't get it done. It's always tomorrow after we've gone and bought a new cooker hob because that's broke. So yeah, so it looks like I've dislodged whatever it was that was restricting the flow. So right, clean the drum screen, give it another blast with the jet wash, put everything back. Job is a good one. Right, I've just put a little bit of the acidy stuff in here, literally just painting it on the screen. In fact, if I take that out, didn't want to do that. Whoops. Right. What was that doing? Anyway, we'll worry about that in a minute. So yeah, I'm just painting it on like this. There we go, we can push it round now on the manual button. So turn the cleaning pump off so it won't try and fire. So all I'm going to do is paint this on, and I've got my jet wash thing round there, give it everything a quick blast out, and then suck it all out with my wet and dry vac, and then turn it on. So just takes a couple of minutes. See, there's still a big few clumps of whatever in there. So hopefully my jet wash will get that out as well, and we'll be done. I don't know how far I got, so I'm just going to go to the other band. Oh, I'd gone past it, but just to make sure. Right. Sorted. Get the jet wash on, give everything a final clean out. We'll be done. Oh my days. I think I'm got there, I think. Check this lot out. Absolutely tons of it. Which all came through through one of the pipes. Absolutely disgusting. So I just need to. I don't know, I've lifted it up there. That's caused a bit of a mess. Let's put that out of the way then. I forgot to shut the slide valve on the K1 chamber, so the water was tracking back in the drum. There's still some big lumps of mess in there, look. So quite happy that I've resolved the issue. I just need to get this water out now because there's a bit of that acidy of stuff on it. Don't want to leave that in there, so I'm going to get this lot out. I think I might just undo that pipe and let it run out, and that is a job done. Bit of a bigger job than I thought, but you know, taking about an hour. Maybe hour and a half. Maybe a bit more. But yeah, so hopefully that is drum well and truly cleaned and pipework sorted. Anyway, I'm going to empty this out and then get everything back up. So definitely need to do a couple of scrapes. I'm actually going to make that a priority now. Just do a quick couple of scrapes, because the little Kitsuri Ogon thing was leaping out the water like a salmon. The air has been on and off, and I have obviously disturbed everything with jetting the pipes and stuff, so I don't know, but as I say, there was a bit of flashing the other day, so quick couple of scrapes. Only don't take too long, is it? Half hour, 40 minutes. And it's raining again. Not that you can see the rain, but then I don't want to work outside in the rain, cutting all that stuff up, so I'll do that and then we'll see what happens with the weather. Anyway, right, sort this out. Catch ya. Bye. Oh dear. Got a hole in my net. I suppose when you store it outside, I mean, look at the colour of it, it's just completely weathered. I should probably break it down and put it separate and put it in my room, garage. Oh well, that'll have to do for now. So I'm going to get a couple out to scrape. I'm going to get the Kimatsuba Ogun out, and then maybe the bigger Kahaku. It's looking a little bit veiny, but we'll see how we go. Maybe after the first two easier ones that I catch, I know what I'm dealing with, but if anything. But definitely that, it was acting nuts earlier, so I just want to have a quick double check. And in fact the new shower was it's been the one that's been flashing, so we'll see how we go anyway. A couple of the smaller ones first. Oh, there you go. Shiro just knocked on the drain. Right. Yeah, I can't look at that. I can't get any the smaller ones in it. Well, it's only the Achieva and maybe the smaller Kahaku could fit through that. Anyway, right, let's crack on. Still like it. It's a cracker. So for anyone that's not seen how I do a scrape before, just use an old plant thing. Just slightly lift the fish out of the water and then just drag it back on its body. You can also do it on its belly. From its chin back's a good place to find parasites as well. But I normally do it from the top of the head and just back like that. Gentle pressure. You're not trying to scrape into the fish, you're just literally just trying to take some mucus off. It's not looking too happy. I'll put the camera down. I'll get me scrape and I'll get the fish back. Right. So, scrape taken. In fact, I did do a video on how to do a scrape. Have a look up here, and if you're not too sure and you wonder how to do it, I did do a bit more of a detailed video on it, so go and have a look at that. Right, so I've got some mucus. Right, I'm going to put it on a slide so we can see. Scrape clear. Now, I've just been watching them from in the house. There's been a lot of chasing again. Like, they were dashing around after each other when I was watching a minute ago. Very odd. Anyway, move on to my next one. Probably, if I don't find anything, I'll do a quick water parameter check. But you never know. You don't always find something on your first one, I suppose, but it's always nice to find something on your first one, because then it gives you an idea of what you sort of potentially be dealing with. But anyway, right. So I'm going to go for the Shiro, since that was the last one I see flash. Right, let's get him out. Let's do this. He was not happy. Got me scraped. Look at. He was not happy. So I didn't put the camera up. Anyway, right, so we can see. 0.05. So that's my ammonia check, but that's not the actual result. That's the result of the milligram per litre. I need to, you're not going to see this, I need to times 0.05 by 1.214 to get my actual ppm of ammonia. So let's clear that. So 0.05 times 1.214. 1.214. Well, that's my ammonia reading. 0.06. So it's not ammonia being an issue, because that's very low. So that's good. Nothing on scrape for the Shiro either, so who knows. I might just do another couple since I've got the kit out now and see where it takes me, but more than likely it's not a parasite issue, it's not a water issue. It's a little bit of a red tail anal fin on this Shiro. The end of it was very slightly red, so I might, whether or not that's from the frog that was in there the other week rotting away, so I might just put some CT in. In fact, the fish are, I think they're trying to spawn again. They're all in that corner, they're having a bit of a splash around. So yeah, I might just run a dose of CT for a couple of days, just to lower the bacteria count in the pond. And I'm not sure if you can see, they're in that far corner. Just to knock anything back that's in there. So yeah, right, another fish, so we can see. So I just scraped the Adam via Kahaku, or as now we've called it, Adam. All clear. Just put a bit of sedate in the bowl, so I just want to have a closer look. His anal fin's a little bit red again. There's nothing to panic about just yet, but there's obviously something going on, so definitely going to add a dose of CT. A little bit of a red tail, that might just be stress from being in the bowl. But actually, just looking at this fish, other than that bit there, which is a little bit messy, but this Marizoma, I think it's called, something like that, when the colour on the scale is perfect, so when you look at it like that in the water, it's lovely. So yeah, just apart from that top bit there, sashi on that front bit. Cracking little fish though. It was only, I think this actually legitimately was 50 quid. Can't remember exactly. So, probably 40 centimetres now. I can't remember what it came in at. Nice and clean underneath. Just trying to get a bit of a better look at his mouth. It's not red, no. I'm just going to put a bit of tamidine on its anal fin, the other side that's a bit red, and then get him back. So yeah, definitely going to drop a dose of CT in. Chloramine T, for anyone that don't know what it is. It's just like you can use it for parasites in higher doses, I think. It's just like a antibacterial kind of treatment, so it just lowers bacteria counts in the pond, good and bad, so may knock the filters a tad. Yeah, I like this fish though. Didn't really grow to start with. It was part of the grow and show that we did, I don't know, 18 months ago when we went to Adams and selected them. and then obviously because I wasn't heated, it wasn't really the biggest of growers, and some of the other guys had them up to 50 odd centimetres after a year. And the people that had heated ponds, it's pretty amazing. But the Benny on it's always been really good. Nice solid even colour. I like this, yeah, so I like this. So I'm just going to chuck a bit of that on, as I say, on that anal fin. And then getting back in. And then leave everyone alone. I couldn't, as I say, nothing else found, so God knows. I'll just put it, I'm going to put it down at the minute to maybe the frog causing some kind of issue within the water. But when I've been out here, it's been, again, some ridiculously stupid behaviour from them. I still think they're trying to spawn. Anyway, what the cat's doing. Right, let's do this and put him back. As we're having one of them job days, not with filter lid. It stopped raining, but after I've done my scrapes and stuff, and I had a quick tidy up. I haven't started that, it's R4 now, but if we're going to do skimmer, now I've got to put all this down. I've got this, just a bit of insulation. I'm going to get that stuck on the back, so just so it raises this, but as you can see it don't stand its own. I did try sticking it with that I can't even remember what it's called, gold label stuff, and it won't, but if I stick that behind there it sort of raises it up a bit. So I'm just going to drill a couple of small holes in there and just cable tie it to the back. That should give me a bit more draw on the skimmer then. Let's just test it with some of this foamy junk here. Yeah, look. So hopefully it will eliminate the foam this end of the pond. Well, probably not this, but maybe if the fish waft it over or I waft it over. We'll see anyway. Well, it just means because it's a bit higher up, it's still not high enough really. It probably needs to be up there really. So obviously the higher it is, you are literally just taking off what's on the surface of the pond. Anyway, I'm going to put that in there for now anyway. Let me see if it makes any kind of difference at all. Right. Just a day for jobs today. I'm just like a job machine. Sort of. Anyway, that wasn't a planned job for today, because that's still to do. I'll be back for you, filter lid. Right, it's me again, Mr. I'm doing all the jobs today apart from the filter bay. That's what I've done. Actually I found a bigger bit of polystyrene stuff, and I've just drilled a couple of holes in the door, put the polystyrene underneath, and as you saw, it's given me a lot better draw on the surface of the pond, so we're getting there. It's never going to clear that. I've got some weird kind of, I don't know, current, eddy, whatever you want to say. I've got an underwater return there as well, blowing out this way, which from the heater line in the K1 bay, and then obviously the filter, the shower. I just always get a build up of foam in that corner when I feed heavy, or probably through the summer months when there's a lot more docks in the water. and over here, on that corner actually. Every corner seems to be a bit of a dead spot. Don't know why that is, just is. Anyway, so as you saw, we just tested them. It's a lot better now. But the only issue I'm going to have, this is my overflow pipe. As you know, I have a permanent trickle in. I'm not sure how far the water down is. Yeah, I'm about 1 centimetre down. So that might mean I'll need to have a look at this tomorrow. Once I've lost a bit of water out of the pond because I was fiddling around with the drum earlier. About 1 centimetre-ish, looking at where the wet line is around the pond, maybe a bit more. So I just need to possibly adjust this, because the way trickle in, trickle out works, if you don't know, you set an exit point for the water somewhere within the pond, which mine is this. So that will be the maximum height of the water, because once the water reaches this height, obviously it just goes down that into waste. So you can always leave some water running without need to worry about having to turn a tap off or anything like that. So mine's just currently running that speed, which is a bit low actually, but there might be washing machine or something on, I think. Just permanently on like that, if I'm not filling up work vans with water, because I've been busy working. Thanks for everyone helping point that out. Busy. Not busy today though, busy doing pond stuff, you know. It's okay, that's me done for today. That's rather hypnotic then, bubbles, look. Say bye to the bubbles. Anyway, yeah, that's me done for today. I'm going to go and have a shower, get a big fat takeaway, and enjoy an evening of just sitting around, catch up on some YouTube stuff, and generally doing nothing. Anyway, thanks for watching today. It's been a mammoth one. Just need to keep an eye on the fish. So no parasites found, as we said. No well, very small amount of ammonia. I haven't checked my nitrite, I may do that. Just keep an eye on them. Now I've finished faffing around with stuff, they might sort of calm down a bit, I don't know. Anyway, not time to chat with you lot, need to have a shower. Chill out. Right, see you next time. I'll pick this up probably in 5 minutes. No, see you tomorrow, day after, whenever. Bye. Afternoon, wet and windy today. Anyway, fish hungry because they never get fed. I've noticed actually the achiever put on a decent little bit of size, it looks like. Obviously doing something right. Anyway, thanks for watching me get through my mammoth jobs list, or start it anyway. I'm still nowhere near to getting that done this weekend, but I've got to close this video off now because I need time to edit it and get it uploaded on my ridiculously slow upload internet speed because we live in the middle of nowhere. So that'll be next week's video. But as I'm sure some of you like to see me drag jobs out for weeks on end. The plan is Saturday to get this done. I'm going to get me, we've got a gazebo somewhere, bright pink, because why not? We've got one of them. I'm going to get that popped up and get my tools and wood under it just in case we get any rain and to keep the sun off me. So yeah, that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you all. I've got a pond visit video still to edit, and it's actually Paul's pond. You know you are, Paul. Sorry I haven't done that yet. In fact, I've just looked, all of the videos still on the GoPro. I've not even taken that off yet. I've been absolutely snowed under with this week with bits and bobs, so I'm going to try and get that edited tonight, which would be for me now Thursday night, but for you people Saturday. Hopefully you would have seen it by Saturday, so this would be irrelevant, but we'll see when Saturday comes. So I'm putting that out there that you might see a video, you might have already seen it, and if not, there is one incoming from another pond visit. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, really appreciate it, and I'll catch you next week. Bye.